Alright, what is up everyone? Welcome back to another news video. Today's video is focusing on backwards compatibility on the PS5, and I know that's on everyone's mind as to what exactly Sony is doing with that feature. Now before this video starts, please make sure to hit that like button if you do learn anything in this video, and feel free to subscribe if you enjoy watching PlayStation content and just gaming news and stuff in general. I'll really appreciate it. So if any of you guys have been keeping up with the PlayStation news, you all know that Sony has confirmed that PS4 is backwards compatible, or excuse me, the PS5 is backwards compatible with the PS4, which means that games from the PS4 will be able to run on PS5, which is a great feature in my opinion, because I have a lot of PS4 games that I don't want to let go, and you know, there's no reason to play those games on the old system if I can play it on the new system. But one question that's been on a lot of people's mind is questioning the fact whether or not the older consoles are going to be backwards compatible. Consoles like the PS3, PS2, and PS1. Now that's what this article is focusing on today, and I'm going to read it to you guys. So basically the article states PS4 backwards compatible for PS5 is main focus for Sony. No comment on older consoles. Alright, so it begins with Sony has commented on the PS4 backwards compatibility support for the PS5. They want to make sure the users are able to play their older games when upgrading to PS5, which I think they're finally starting to realize that that's actually a pretty good thing coming from Xbox, which in my opinion, when I got an Xbox One, was a big leading factor because I wanted to play older games that PS4 couldn't, like Black Ops 2 and all that stuff, and Skate 3 that I just can't play on PS4, so I had to get an Xbox One. PS5 is out later this holiday, and Sony is working towards making the whole PS4 library playable on the PS5 day one. There are more than 4,000 PS4 games that will be playable on the PS5. However, this might take some time and won't be possible at launch. In a new comment shared with Japanese website GameSpark, Sony has commented on the backwards compatibility update for the PS5. They have stated that currently they are focusing on getting PS4 backwards compatibility running on the PS5 and don't have any comment to share on the support for PS1, PS2, and PS3. Now for me that's a bummer because I have a whole library of PS3 games that I would love to play. Like I said, those games I had to buy them on the 360 so I could play it on the Xbox One. Now some people would say just get a PS3 for cheap. Unfortunately I do have a PS3, but the disc drive failed. I was like, why spend money on a PS3 when I could just buy an Xbox One? And you know what I mean. It's just backwards compatibility is just such a handy feature. When it's there, not many people are amazed by it, but it's just a real handy feature that you could use for all your old games and stuff, which I feel like should be in every console, and something that I think they really missed on with the PS4. We focus working on PS4 backwards compatibility so that users can move to the new console with their PS4 libraries, which I also think is a good idea, that they're at least working on that. Like that's priority obviously, because that's what everyone is going to be transferring over to with. So I think that's a good idea. Said the statement by Sony as translated by blah 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 whatever. There is nothing we can answer about BCs with PS1, PS2, and PS3. Sony has also clarified that used games will work on PS5 just like they did on the PS4. I find it so funny how Sony needs to clarify this now just because of the harassment that Microsoft did in 2013 with that used games crap. I find it so funny. Like that's something so normal, and then now they have to actually like say like, yeah, we can play used games. And then finally the article ends off with, while Sony hasn't officially confirmed a list of games that will be playable on the PS5 at launch, they have hinted at The Last of Us Part 2 and Ghost of Tsushima will be playable, possibly with a higher resolution or frame rate on the PS5. Some of the backwards compatible games will also get a boost on the PS5, and that's the end. So here's my take on it. Basically, the PS4 and the PS5 are sharing very similar architecture, which means they're going to be able to run the same games. The reason why the PS4 couldn't play PS3 games was because the PS3 design was just so complex, and it was using something called the cell processor. That processor is very hard to replicate on other systems from my knowledge. Going back to the PS5's case with the PS4, I think getting older games and making them run better is really cool. I know Xbox has done this already, where with the I was about to say Series X. I forgot what the 4K one is. What is it? Xbox One X, something like that. I'm not an Xbox gamer, don't kill me. Anyways, you can run 360 games at 4K. I believe Red Dead 1 you could run it at 4K, which is pretty cool. It upscales it. So I'm hoping that's the same with PS4 games to the PS5. Now, some games have already been confirmed that you're gonna get a free update, such as Cyberpunk, which is gonna have a day 1 patch for the PS5. Since recently that game got delayed to November 19th, I'm sure that's around the same time the PS5 and just the new consoles in general are gonna launch. So I'm literally gonna buy that game and I'm gonna wait until the PS5 because I'm gonna have the better experience on the next gen system. They're having the day 1 patch on there. Now for other games, for example Horizon Zero Dawn, they're not gonna have like a full-fledged PS5 update with higher frame rate and all that crap on day 1. They're not gonna have that. It's probably gonna be playable, but I don't know if they're gonna completely do an overhaul on specific games, so that just takes too much time. Or maybe they do and I'm completely wrong. Of course, at the end of the day, this is all speculation. We don't have an official confirmation of what exactly is going on. I know that full-fledged backwards compatibility is on everyone's mind. Everyone wants all the console games to run on one console. That's a really cool idea, but I'm sure it's just extremely hard to do all of that. I'm just happy that they're at least giving us backwards compatibility for PS4, which is pretty cool. So like, let's say there was some games on my backlog, which there is a lot of them, I can now play them on PS5. I won't have to go back on the older system, which is a really cool feature. Other than that, there's nothing more to say. We just gotta wait for more information. There has been rumors that there's going to be another PS5 event in August, sometime in August, hopefully, because the pre-orders have to come out soon. Like, I gotta pre-order this system. And speaking of which, if you guys are interested in pre-ordering, I highly recommend following Wario64 on Twitter. I know that sounds really weird, but he's a guy on Twitter that gives great deals and just a bunch of gaming stuff as soon as they come out. So I have his notifications on, and I'm sure as soon as the PS5 pre-orders release online, he's gonna drop the link and I'm gonna buy that as soon as I can, because the PS5 is gonna be extremely limited at launch and you don't want to be missing out on the PS5 for like the first few months, because that's gonna suck. It's gonna be sold out everywhere probably. But yeah guys, so let me know what you think about the backwards compatibility issue, all the stuff that's going on with PS5. Let me know what systems you want to be able to play on PS5, what older PlayStation games you want on the PS5. I know it's just a crazy topic and nobody exactly knows the answer, but like I said, we're eventually gonna get all the details. The console comes out this year after all, so we're gonna have to wait and see. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you learned anything in this video, please consider leaving a like or even subscribing for more PlayStation news and just gaming news in general. Or if you want, you can leave a comment. I'll make sure to comment back. And yeah guys, have a good day. Take care. Peace.